It seems that he has been murdered.
Okay, so hello, I'm Jo and I'm from Red Herring Games and CosyKiller. So today what I'm packing is one of the CosyKiller series. So this one is actually box 8 because we've run out of box 8. So I am busy packing box 8. So just so I've got some on the shelf because Christmas is our busy time of year for CosyKiller as well. So this box 8 has an awful lot of letters in it. Now, the one thing I like about CosyKiller is it's very narrative, it's very historically set. There's some really interesting history pieces in here. If you don't know about the time of the Raj in India, you get to find out a lot about it. There's a lot of local colour added into this. But one of the things that I spend a lot of time doing, which seems a bit crazy, is we spend a lot of time printing everything to look beautiful, and then I spend time crumpling letters because I want it to look old. So I spend a lot of time trying to make everything look old. So that is currently where I'm at the moment, is getting all these letters assembled. Now, one of the things people often ask is, obviously CosyKiller is quite an expensive product. So if you compare it to something like the Detective Society, which are fantastic, by the way, you should buy one of theirs, or another box where it's a single box sold, they find CosyKiller obviously doesn't compare to that, it's quite expensive. But this is the reason why we spend hours hand crumpling, hand assembling all of our documents together so that it feels a very immersive experience. Now, you can't actually smell what I can smell packing these games. So Inheritance of Murder and Virginia Steel Origins both have spices from India in them, and you can actually smell as you're packing the different spices. So one of my favourite ones, because it looks nice as well, is star anise. Smells really lovely, but you'll recognise the scent from various bits of things. I'm just trying to find one that's intact. I just like the look of it. So star anise, I don't know if you've ever used it in a curry before. It's very aromatic, but it smells gorgeous when you're packing. And when you open a CosyKiller box, Inheritance of Murder or Virginia Steel Origins, you get that waft of spices that's sort of reminiscent of India, if you've ever been around the markets there, which I'm going to be honest, I haven't. One of the things I would like to do is go to all the places that I write about, which would then get me jetting all over the world. But hey ho, one day, not in the distant future, perhaps I'll get to visit all the places I write about, which would be really nice. I feel like I know quite a lot of them from writing about them, but I've never actually visited a lot of the places I write about. So this one is a narrative story. It is based in India during the time of the Raj, which is sort of 1934. So it starts off when Marie Jones sets sail to India. She's part of the fishing fleet, and the fishing fleet is so called because they sent a lot of women over to India after the First World War because there was a dearth of eligible men for them to marry. So off they went to India in the hope they would marry somebody who had escaped the World War over there and would marry nicely into a nice relationship with somebody, I'm guessing is probably the best thing to say. So that's what they were looking for. So Marie goes out there to go and stay with her aunt and her uncle Neville, who are both out in India at the time working for the Civil War. Neville's working for the Civil Service, obviously, because the women didn't have jobs in those days. And Trisha is at home. She doesn't like living in India. You find out all sorts of interesting facts about these two if you play Virginia Steel Origins as well, and as to why they're unhappy in their marriage and unhappy in their relationship. So you'll find all of that out if you get the next series. So this one is a 12-box story. This is box 8. Virginia Steel Origins is a 3-box story. So you have the choice which story you start with, because one is a prequel, but you can play either before or after. There is no requirement to play them in order. But if you want to find everything out about what's going on, then you do need to get both. The reason Virginia Steel Origins came out is because, I'm losing track of everything while I'm talking, is because everybody finished playing this game and wanted to know about Virginia Steel. Virginia Steel is this character here. So everybody wants to know about Virginia Steel and why she is the sad lady that she is in her dotage. And you find all that out by playing Virginia Steel Origins. But if you play this one, you'll probably come to the conclusion of at the end, like everyone else has, is that we want to know what happened to Virginia Steel. So if you want to find that out, you need to play the Virginia Steel Origins, which is the next in the series. So these are now all the letters assembled. So what I just need to do is wrap them up with a piece of string So in the different episodes in CosyKiller, so we always try and set things in a world that feels a bit real. So things arrive, you get different things in different boxes. This one is jam-packed full of letters. Some have more government documents that have been photocopied, a bit like this one here, that you'll find out a little bit about the sort of political intrigue side of things. Some have tea bags or memorabilia in them. So they're all a bit different. This one is heavy on letters, which means there's a lot of folding to do in the office. There we go, that's that all right. So this is what you would get in box 8. So it's quite a lot here. Box 8 also concludes the Easter egg puzzle that's been running the course of Virginia Steele, course of Inheritance and Murder. Now the interesting thing about this is when we started, there is a Easter egg, and if you get it right, you would get an extra gift in the post. And since this one's been running, nobody got the Easter egg. So I think I've given away 2 prizes, that's it. But now we're only selling it on annual, which means I can't see where you're at. So you might not get the prize now. But up until this year, we were selling it monthly, and the Easter egg, it's that hard, most people missed it. One of the things that a lot of people are surprised by is the difference in paper styles with our murder mystery games. So I'm quite picky, and Shadows in the Gallery is coming out soon. And the one thing, I have approved all the graphics, but I have not approved the print production yet, because I want to make sure that the paper feels right. And I'm a real stickler for the texture and feel of things, as well as how they look and how they smell, because this one smells. So I've actually asked them to send me a full copy of how it would be printed, so I can check it's not shiny paper, because the one thing I really hate is shiny paper. These are a little bit shinier than I would actually like, but it was the best we could get at the time. So all sorts of different paper stock goes into the murder mystery games like these, because I like the different feel of the paper. For me, it's not just about the story, it's about how it makes you feel when you open it, how it makes you feel when you're reading it, which is why there is sort of different textures. I've spent the time crumpling the envelopes so they feel a bit old, and also there's different smells in different boxes. So this one contains star anise and joss stick as well, but some of our boxes will contain vanilla oil, some of them contain garam masala, all sorts of different smells, which, as you probably know, olfactory sense, the smell sense, is one of the ones that will take you back immediately in time. If I was to put you on a grassy field, the chances are you would remember primary school, running around building grass houses or something like that. So smell is one of the ones that will send you back into history really, really quickly. So that's why I like smells in our CosyKiller series. But we always put on our boxes if there is something in there that might cause a problem for allergens, because we're aware that some people have issues with being allergic to certain spices. So do check those kind of things out if you're concerned about spices. Now, the other thing, it's probably worth mentioning, is I'm in the middle of packing this game for somebody who is ordered from Canada. So a lot of people have asked us, do we ship overseas? And what you might not realise is that most of our orders are actually overseas orders. So probably about 50% of our customer base, although we're based in the UK, about 50% of our customers are US based. And this one is going out the door today. The reason I'm packing some more is because we've just used the last box up, and it's going to somebody in Canada. So we quite often ship to America and Canada. It's one of our regular 2 shipment places, but we've also sent items to Spain. We sent one to an embassy once. There was somebody in an embassy playing. I won't tell you which embassy or where. I've sent some to embassies before. We've sent some to Mexico. We've sent some to Singapore. We've sent quite a lot to Singapore, actually. There's a lot of people in Singapore play these. Well, I can't say it all. We've sent to Australia. So they literally do go all over the world. And it's nice to know that some of the products we create are being enjoyed by people literally all over the globe. And that's quite a nice thing to think about on the day when you're packing stuff up and you're thinking, oh, it's freezing in the office. What am I doing? And then you're sending stuff out for people to enjoy literally all over the world. So it's nice to know that we're giving somebody a really great, fun Christmas this year. They're going to get this through the post, and they're going to have a lot of fun solving it.